Work all week long, punching that clock dust till dawn, counting the days till Friday night. That's when all the conditions are right for a good time. I need a good time. Yeah, I've been working all week and I'm tired. I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time. Cash my check, clean my truck, put on my hat, forgot about work. Sun going down, head across town, pick up my baby, turn it around. Good time. Oh, I need a good time. I've been working all week and I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. Time for a good time. Hey.
Semen. Semen Pete.
Digging the ground, beer on ice, just like old Hank taught us about. Singing along, both the songs, rowdy friends all night long. Good time. Lord, we having a good time. Yeah, I've been working all week and I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time. Shotgun, good time. Lord, we having a good time. I've been working all week and I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time. Shot of tequila, beer on tap, sweet southern woman sit on my lap. G with an O, O with a D, T with an I and a M and a E and a good time. Good time.
Traveling on the move. What's going on, guys? Tyson Anderson. Mr. Hammer Down. First rabbit of the hunting season. That's right, guys. He jumped that rabbit so fast right up in here somewhere. Taylor. Okay. Oh, he running them. Yeah, that dog went with him. Yeah, she barking. She started running with him. Yeah, she running with him. I can tell it's gonna be tough, especially on these pine needles. Thank God for that rain we got, but Lord have mercy. That little wind came and sucked that little water right back on up. They probably about 150, 200 yards out on top of that hill back in there. Here's the test against nature, guys. Now I'm hoping that dog don't pull them. Can you talk that dog or tone him? Because he'll pull that dog, them dog clean out that check up there. I think that's what's going to probably end up. He might have to end up putting that dog up, brother. Hey, rabbit right here in front of him. Oh, never mind, that's a bird, my fault. We had a rabbit race going, and those dogs, he said he hadn't got a chance to run them all year. So he's going to leave the young female that was out with Pete when he jumped that rabbit right here on the edge. He's going to leave her out with him, rightfully so, because she is honest. She plays around a lot, but she's a young dog, and she's not barking all over the place. The other two, they're just barking, going all over, man. So it's really pulling Pete because he's an honorable dog. He will honor dogs. He'll check them, and he's checked them 2 or 3 times. They were lying, and now he was running. He was out there probably about 150, 200 yards. And those dogs got to barking, running around just all over the place. The one female went where the rabbit had already been running, and so she wasn't wrong for that, but it still pulled him back. And the other male, he just, barking, going any direction. So he said, let me put him up. So we call even in the hunting season, guys. That's the main thing. You gotta know what you're running and evaluating and assessing. And even out here, man, if you want to have a successful hunt, you have to do what that guy's doing. And that's we call that he's doing right now, teardrop lane. But there's nothing wrong with that. You have to be prepared that even in the moments like this where you really want to showcase your dogs, you had to say, hey man, they just ain't what I want them to be. Put them back up in the truck and wait, and then, hey, regroup. And then hopefully, after the lessons are learned, you come back and try again. Fire them! What a way to end the first day, guys. Only thing I can say is, hey, Mama said it'll be days like this. We've got to prepare for the worst, hope for the best, but we're going to finish out letting Pete just hunt his way for the rest of the day by himself. Like I said, everything else is pretty much put up. The gentleman hasn't gotten back with his other dog just yet, so we're going to just let Pete do what he does. As ugly as it is, he's going to hunt till he drops. That's just the kind of dog he is. He's not a very intense bum, bam, bop, bop, boop type of dog. He's a very methodical type of dog. He wants to cover every inch of the rabbit, everywhere where the rabbit, or anywhere he thinks the rabbit could be. Oh, Fruity Pebbles. More star Fruity Pebbles.
In the big rock candy mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmer's trees are full of fruit.
Gotta love his sheer determination to figure out where the rabbit went. Pardon me, what the rabbit did. Just look at the body on this dog, man, and tell you can still see from a distance. He's still pretty filled out, and we're going to have probably 4 or 5 hours on the ground by the time we get done. It's already starting to warm up pretty good. But Pete is a workaholic, man. He will work. I love his tail action, a lot of body action. Just a smooth dog, man. I love him. Love this dog right here. Just needs to be back to the right females. And I believe he can really, really produce world beaters.
In the big rock candy mountains, the jails are made of tin. And you...
Oh, we having a good time. Yeah, I've been working all week and I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time. Southern woman sit on my lap. G with an O, O with a D, T with an I, and a M and a E, and a good time. Good time. I've been working all week and I'm tired. I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. Time for a good time. Oh, turn it up now. good time. O'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock, we know where that's gonna go. Closing the door, shutting them down, head for that Waffle House way across town. Good time. Oh, we're having a good time. Well, I've been working all weekend and tired and I don't wanna sleep and I wanna have fun. It's time for a good time. Well, I've been working all weekend and tired and I don't wanna sleep and I wanna have fun. It's time for a good time. Oh, I've been working all week and I'm tired, I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time. Oh, yeah, a good time. I need a good time. Yeah, good time.
I knew he was gonna jump. Leaves up there, guys. Lord, we need some rain. We'll take it though. Rabbit on the move. Time is 8:02 a.m. First rabbit of the morning. It's gonna be a horrible, horrible running day. I can feel it in my bones. But we're out here. We attempted to do a rabbit hunt down in Hope County. It's choppy, man. Trash, man. We attempted to do a rabbit hunt in Hope County. Ran down there. Dogs didn't. I think the guy said he hadn't had his dogs out since last year. No offense, I'm not trying to be funny. Because I do know he will see this video. We've already talked about this. I'm just saying, guys. But anyway. And so dogs were just sort of barking all over the place, mainly one. Second one was doing some things too. So he went ahead and picked the dogs up, as you've seen, took the dogs back home, and we went on to go trying to hunt with just Pete and his pup. By the time it was already 80-some degrees. So we went ahead and picked up. But it is what it is, man. You know, it happens. We're out here now. I'm soloing Pete just to keep him in shape. But on the other side of this, about 700-800 yards, a guy over there is steel hunting. So he's the guy that actually owns Briar Country. And so I wouldn't disrespect to come out here with a gun and shoot and all that. Pete just jumped that rabbit right out of this thick stuff right here. Guy said that he don't hunt. He doesn't hunt. So I wanted to take this segment and turn it and say it like this. Because we didn't get a chance to finish out our hunt with the other gentleman out of Hope County, I do want to say this. When you're comparing dogs, such as Pete, to or any dog, you need to know the bloodline behind that dog so that you can compare it to those dogs prior to him, leading up to who he is or she is. With Pete, he's just trailing the rabbit. He's trying to straighten him because, it's trash. But he's a son of field champion Burst Lake Pretty Boy too. So you have to compare him, in essence, to other Burst Lake Pretty Boy 2 dogs. I don't think that they compare to him. If you can prove me wrong, go get him and bring him and let's put him down on the ground. and we run them one-on-one. We can run them in a pack, however y'all want to do it. Find me other field champion Birch Lake Pretty Boy 2 males directly out of him and run them against this dog. Anytime, any place, anywhere. You guys know I'm not playing. I'll pull up. Y'all can pull up out here. We'll do whatever to get this thing going. I would love to see it. Listen to that dog. He's walking that rabbit out. Now, some guys, I talked to a guy, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to expose, but I got to talk about it because this is my channel. And I wanna just bring lighting, illumination to situations that need to be talked about. The guy says, "Hey man, I heard that you got this kind of blood here with the Grampy stuff." I said, "I do." Coming in through Anderson's Pretty Girl Rock, Mr. Pete's mother, and he says, "Yeah, we were running this other bloodline. I don't want to say it, but this other bloodline that sort of merged out of the Grampy line." I said, "Yeah, that's right." And he says, "I'm looking at your videos, man, and I want to see some more stuff." So I sent some videos on Pete and different dogs and Penny, and he said, "Man, those dogs don't really put a pressure on the rabbit." And he says, the Penny dog, she's not putting pressure on the rabbit. She can't keep the rabbit going. She doesn't bark enough." I said, "Oh, wow, really?" So he sent me what he has, and they're, of course, medium speed dogs that bark, 100 times, every little foot. And I said, "Sir, it's just totally different." And guys say, "Why are you saying this, Anderson? This is messy." I'm saying this to bring clarity. Styles are for different people, different strokes for different folks, as you've heard the saying. But when you're talking about a certain genre or bloodline of dogs, you have to know what you're talking about concerning those particular lines, because those specific lines do specific things. And if you aren't aware of the specificities of the families of dogs behind a dog or a set of dogs, guess what? Your assessment is going to be out of sheer ignorance. And you know what they say? Ignorance is bliss. That's what we're running in, guys. I've seen males out of Pretty Boy have better noses, just as good, to average hunt, to average foot, big body, thick tail. Cadillac guy was one of them, field champion Cadillac guy. I had him here for a while. I gunned over the dog. I soloed him. I braced him. I packed him. He's a field champion. The gentleman that had him said, "Tyson, he can win the Nationals." I brought him here and ran him against Pete. Peter ran him in the ground so bad, man, I had the dog quit 3 or 4 times on video. I said, "This dog can win the Nationals, huh?" I ran him down and muscled him up like I don't think he'd ever looked. Sent the picture to the guys, and they seen him, and they said, "Man, that dog's got some mass on him." Anybody that knows me here at this camp, and I'm not saying this braggadociously, I just say this, I'm speaking the facts. They know I'm known for conditioning. A lot of guys that do know of us know us from our conditioning. And we have conditioned many dogs for many, many people. Many people. So a lot of them you do not know of. Why? Because they are very private. And because this is a business, we do respect our clients' privacy. There's a policy that they sign, and they are very aware of. We are very aware, very privy to that as well. And that protects them from being exploited in ways that they do not desire to be exposed and or made known about. And that's okay. So, like I said, right now, we're just basically walking the rabbit on the top of this field right now. We're just doing something to keep Pete in shape. As today is Monday, September the 20th. Like I said, just getting a little exercise in, man, knocking the dust off. Horrible time of hunting so far this year, but hey, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we know that, like I said, people say, oh man, he's running tight. He is. Pete's a hot-nosed dog. If he doesn't have it for sure, man, he's not going to say much. That's a simple fix. Pretty Boy, in my opinion, I mean, I didn't see him per se in the prime of his life and all that stuff. I seen him, read to him when he was about 10 years old. But from what I've seen and the dogs previous to him, or prior to him, I had a certain fondness of their ability to adapt to hard conditions, snow, dry, this, that. They seem like they can do it. So Birch Lake Hector was the dog that brought me to the Birch Lake dogs. I've liked the ones behind him and all that, but Hector was a special dog in my opinion. That's going to be national large pack champion, field champion, Riverland Hercules' daddy. He was off of Holsworth Magnum Force, and I can't remember the Birch Lake bitch's name. See how he sped walked that rabbit? He did a speed walking all the way through here. He's tracking. And right there, you hear how his mouth changed up. Rah! Rah! When he starts running like that, he's smelling them hotter. Pete will pour, that right there, he will pour his mouth if he can smell them. And so when he's running tight, he can't really give a whole lot, but he's giving enough to say, I got him. I know he's going this direction. Hey, listen, he does not throw that. That's what's crazy. Let me give you a quick lesson. And I think Jake Richards can give it better. And it's not to bring him in here to use his name. This is just me to say this. This is the truth. Field champion Birch Lake Pretty Boy 2. You ready? Take your notepad out. People mainly bred to him to get foot. That's it. No nose. They didn't breed to him to get hunt. They didn't breed to him to get body because he was a 13-inch dog. They bred to Birch Lake Pretty Boy 2 to get foot. If you bred a dog to him that has something and it lacked foot, mainly oversized or another 13-inch dog, they were breeding to that dog right there. If you were in the Michigan region, most people were breeding to field champion Birch Lake Pretty Boy 2 with other 13-inch females that needed foot or oversized dogs that needed a little bit more foot. From Jim Meacham and all those guys, Mr. Ferrier, the head wrangler, all those guys, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dale Gerstenberger, Sandusky, Michigan, Gerstenberger's Beagles, all of those guys were breeding. This is what someone told me. This is what I know. They were breeding to the dog. I spent 2 days with Mr. Kenny Racine inside of his home, and we got a chance to share a meal while I was up there to breed Anderson's Pretty Girl Rock to field champion Birch Lake Pretty Boy 2. A lot was discussed. He gave me a handful of photos from a very meaningful album of his that was his personal, and I was just blown away, just elated and ecstatic just knowing that this gentleman would do such a gesture. And it's amazing, man. So like I said, it's not what somebody told me, and the person that did tell me was Mr. Birch Lake himself, Kenny Racine. There were two Birch Lake kennels. Let me just clear this up as well. There was 2 Birch Lake kennels on different part of the lake. If anybody is in Michigan and they want to correct this story, let me know. I'm giving it as Kenny was giving it to me. Mr. Racine gave it to me. 2 different Birch Lake kennels. There was Kenny Racine's Birch Lake dogs, and there was Dan Harrington, who had Birch Lake Texas Tea. Okay? Who all knew of each other. Mr. Kenny's either father or grandfather was very good friends with Mr. Harrington, but they were 2 totally different people with 2 totally different dogs, but of the same family of dogs, obviously, because Pretty Boy 2 was just a line-bred field champion Birch Lake Lucky bred dog. That's all he is. I went to him because he's field champion Birch Lake Lucky. Birch Lake Lucky is probably the most that I've seen to date. And today, line bred international field champion Mountain Zion Pete bred dogs. Who's the godfather of Beagles? I don't think anybody's going to deny that, right? Right? Okay. So, Mr. Larry Perry, God rest his soul, y'all hear about me saying this all the time, or you hear me say this repetitively in my videos all the time, and I don't say this to sound redundant, but here it is. Mr. Larry Perry of Huntington, West Virginia. Like I said, God rest his soul, pastor, so forth and so forth, dog man, master houndsman. He knew what he was talking about. he was gun-ho on field champion Dingus McRae for one reason only. Not just because he was a good dog and he liked Mr. Nickel and all those, not just that. It was the fact of the matter, he was a great-grandson to international field champion Mountain Zion Pete. But he only had one cross, guys. Lucky has 3. And 2 of them is in his third. He's already twice as tight on Pete as Dingus is. Then he has another cross behind him, pushing him over the edge of being twice as much. Lucky is who I was after when I went to Pretty Boy 2. I didn't breed to him for foot. I didn't breed for him for nose. I didn't breed for him for his body. That's right. I bred to him because of the blood, and I knew he was a sheer rabbit dog. I've seen the dogs out of him. I've seen his grandchildren. I knew he was a rabbit dog. Now I fix what is broken in this line now that I've merged the Burst Lake into that, because I'm not looking to just run Burst Lake. I'll take these dogs and I'll solicit them to the dogs that will offset them without pushing out what's in them out of them. Because the stuff that you take back to them will be from within the line, also having something else on the backside, bringing it out. So therefore, it's like a negative and a positive. You're getting ahead, but you have to be the judge to say how much of the positive do I want to impose, how much of the negative do I want to take away from this certain area of this dog or these dogs. I know what I would like. I've had people tell me, well, I'm getting away from this particular line that's of your line. I'm getting away from this particular part of this. And I laugh. The only reason is because I've bred these dogs just like Mr. Donnie Campbell has showed, and I've seen him do. Sockatumi dogs that he had, and I don't even know why I'm going into this direction. The Sockatumi dogs that Mr. Donnie Campbell had was, he had them programmed almost into like a riddle. It was a safe that you had to crack to know how to breed those dogs and how to run them. Everybody said they were so shy. It wasn't the fact that they were so shy, it's how he bred those dogs. But one outcross could take all their shyness out. And I'm not saying that he would get away from it to the point where you would never see it again, because if you made the wrong cross, you would see a whole kennel of them. But on the backside, you can handle it. You can deal. You can cope with that gene, knowing it's there. It's even in mine. But you don't see it. There's not nothing, and I don't have to overly work them or socialize them to get them out of it. There just isn't a shy bone in their body. But there is a shy bone in their blood. As long as I continue to go to bold dogs that don't double up on something that help create what they are, I won't see that shyness. But if I breed those dogs, for example, back into another dog that's shyer, guess what? I'm going to see it. So, guys, I'm just getting off the phone with Mr. Robert and Jeremy Smolowski of Blue Sly Kennels, Jackson, Michigan. Listen, they were just informing me of this particular male here, Mr. Blue Sly's Blue Heat, a.k.a. Arlo. He will be cross-back on their very own Blue Sly's 7, who's a culmination of all of their dogs. This first female right here, that female right there, she's a culmination of all of the dogs that they have had over the years. I'm rather excited and eager to see the outcome. Stay tuned.
I was driving through Georgia in late July on a day hot enough